Technology research company Cambridge Consultants has unveiled a drone delivery concept called Deliver Air. It delivers packages directly into your hands using coded patterns sent via a phone's LED flash to identify the recipient. The company says this type of delivery is ideal for items that are needed instantly or critically, like a first aid kit to a hiker, emergency relief packages to disaster areas, or even for delivering medical supplies like an EpiPen. Delivering a package is a two-stage process. First, the Deliver Air drone uses GPS to locate a person with their smartphone. Then it switches to an optical tracking mode and a 3D imaging and ranging system to locate and authenticate the person receiving the package when they come into view. Once the drone reaches the delivery area, the recipient points their mobile phone up in the sky and the phone's flash starts blinking a coded pattern. The drone hovers at a safe distance above and verifies the code, then lowers the package down on a stabilizing winch. You take your package and let the drone return to base. A spokeswoman for the company says that everything shown in the video, from the point of placing an order on the smartphone to returning the drone to base, is fully automated. The system can technically carry out everything they've shown in the video, but there is a current legislative restriction in the UK where a drone may not fly over built-up areas and must remain 50 meters from people at all times. Because of that restriction, all the delivery shown to a person in town was kind of a mock-up, but delivery to a hand in a rural area is today viable. The concept is certainly compelling despite these restrictions, and it's a glimpse of at least one possible future of package delivery. Check this out. Google has a new program called Street View Ready, which will make it possible for anyone with the right hardware to contribute to its Street View imaging database. The first camera officially designated Street View Ready is the Insta360's Pro camera. It's an 8K 360-degree camera which captures still images at up to 5 frames per second, and which has real-time image stabilization built into the thing. Google will make it possible to control the Insta360 Pro from directly within the Street View app, and will also be allowing the device to capture photos and videos and upload them from the official Insta360 Stitcher software. The Pro's 5 frames per second 8K shooting mode is a new feature added to the camera for capturing Street View content. And there is a new USB hardware accessory as well to attach GPS data to captured images automatically. This sounds like a very cool way to let adventurous individuals contribute to Google Street View imagery, and it'll help Google cover territory not necessarily easily reached by its own teams, including terrain accessible by specific organizations who want to document it for research sake. Google has done limited contributions with third parties in the past, including Faroe Islanders with its Sheepview project, but this could cast a far wider net, provided, of course, contributors are willing to pony up for the expensive Insta360 Pro hardware. Check this out. The camera retails for $3,499, and it's the only hardware currently Street View Ready certified by Google. But Google will also be making it available as a loaner to qualified individuals and organizations, which should put it more within reach of a lot of people. Meet Parker, your augmented reality teddy bear. Take a classic teddy bear, your mobile device, and you're able to unlock a whole new way to play with your bear. Parker activates augmented reality effects to create an interactive world of doctor play. Parker is all soft and plush, needs no batteries and no Wi-Fi. You simply download the free Parker app and reimagine the world around you. You can cure a tummy bug, cool a fever, and take Parker's temperature with the special thermometer. Use your mobile device to examine Parker's bones, soothe a scratchy throat, and a whole lot more. The more you care for Parker, the more magical your world becomes, they say. Watch Parker's happiness factor go up each time you cure an ailment, solve a problem, or complete a game. Then use the magic camera feature to see how Parker's happiness transforms the world around you with augmented reality effects. Caring for Parker unlocks new ways to play together, connect the dots, take photos together, create works of art, and a lot more. Discover new problems to solve and games to play as well. You can get your own at seedling.com right now for the low price, well, of a techie item anyway, of $59.99. Elon Musk back in the news this week with plans to replace his entire rocket fleet and capsules with a next-generation spacecraft that could be used to travel to the moon, Mars, or even just the other side of the Earth, cutting most long-distance Earth flights to about a half an hour. Codenamed BFR. Any gamers out there will get that reference. The in-development reusable spacecraft would be a jack-of-all-trades that would make SpaceX's current fleet redundant. Elon Musk said, "We want to have one system, one booster ship that replaces the Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, and Dragon." The BFR would be able to transport satellites into orbit, as well as take crew and cargo to the International Space Station, the Moon, and even Mars. Even beyond those uses, it could also transport passengers for Earth-to-Earth travel. That's where I got excited. He said people could travel anywhere on Earth within an hour using the BFR. But the most common long-distance trips could be completed within a half an hour, meaning me to Wenatchee in a half an hour. How awesome would that be? In an Instagram post published just after his speech, he said cost per seat should be about the same as full-fare economy in an aircraft. Forgot to mention that. SpaceX has produced a new carbon fiber tank that is stronger and more capable of holding cryogenic liquid. The next key element was the propulsion system. The Raptor engine will be the highest thrusting engine of any kind ever. Probably the most important thing that Musk wanted to convey in the presentation is that they think they have figured out how to pay for it all. He says it was crazy that sophisticated rockets were being built and then just crashed, rather than designed for reuse. They hope to have a BFR up and running to go to Mars by 2020. SpaceX is considering up to 30 launches in 2018, which is about half of all launches that currently occur across Earth annually. In this week's medical news, University of Michigan researchers have developed a technique to print medications onto a disposable strip. In tests, these were just as effective as traditionally produced medications at destroying cultured cancer cells. What's more, the technique prints multiple medications at once, which could be much more convenient for people who take many prescriptions daily. A doctor or pharmacist can choose any number of medications, which the machine would combine into a single dose. The machine could be sitting in the back of, say, a pharmacy or even a clinic. The researchers repurposed a method commonly found in electronics manufacturing: organic vapor jet printing. For their new medication making technique, they utilized this, and it enabled them to make high-resolution prints down to a fine crystalline structure, an arrangement that makes it much easier for medications to dissolve in your body. While the technique is still years away from printing mass-market drugs, well, it might start being used inside pharmaceutical companies that could use its quick medicine production to speed up clinical testing. But one day, the researchers envision it printing reams of medications on rolls like candy paper, and for all of the medication that you have to take on a daily basis, you're only going to have one dose.